After marching for 4 hours through the mountains and villages of the Korengal Valley, the soldiers of Viper Company take up a position in a destroyed house on a hilltop surrounded by peaks.
22-123 over.
Their plan? To hide in the house, wait, watch, and ambush Taliban fighters.
All right, Roger. We're set up as well.
But the Taliban were also watching the American soldiers move in, and they were waiting to attack.
Yeah, hey, give VLT some cover.
With a video camera strapped to his helmet, Sergeant Christopher Thompson recorded a rarely seen perspective, what the war in Afghanistan looks like when you're fighting it.
First we heard a single shot, and then a shot immediately afterwards. The amount of machine gun fire we were taking and AK-47 fire...
Where's it going? Where's it going? Where's it going?
It was a lot. You could hear the rounds cracking off the walls and the buildings around us, so that fire was really effective. You don't know exactly where it's coming from, so that's your first thing, is you move to a place where you can identify where the fire is coming from. We're shooting towards an area where we think the enemy is to try to keep them down.
And as Thompson was recording, so were we. Two synchronized perspectives of the same fight.
You guys taking fire from how many directions?
1, 2. They're hitting our wall over there.
They were bouncing right off you here?
Yeah.
You pick up a rocket. We see your hand go down and pick up a rocket. What was the point of that?
We don't really fear the bullets going by us too much as RPGs and explosions near us. It's one thing to have a whiz go by, it's another thing to have a boom near you. It's a lot scarier, and it's a lot more effective.
Are you scared?
Yeah, there's a little bit of fear that comes to mind, especially when the bullets get real close. I try to overcome that by putting fire back on the enemy.
The soldiers think they're being shot at from several hilltops.
They've been taking incoming rounds from at least 2 positions on this hilltop. Some of the rounds were bouncing right off these rocks around us. Now they're trying to put out as much fire as they can to try and cut the attackers.
The troops call in air support, mortars, and artillery. But soon, they've fired so many bullets and grenades, they have to conserve ammunition.
Slow your rate of fire! Conserve ammo!
We were starting to get to the point where we couldn't maintain the level of fire that we were putting out. You really don't want to be, out of ammo when you're out there. It's going to be a bad day when we run out of ammo.
Ever happened?
No, we've never run out.
How can you describe what it feels like to be in that moment?
The best way I can describe that is you have an extreme alerted sense, where you're really alert to what's going on. Everything that's moving around you, every sound you hear is just drawing your attention.
Fire to the left of the draw! Now!
And it feels like you're just processing things in your brain much faster.
How many firefights like that one have you been in?
I've lost count a while ago, but probably at least more than 50 or so.
Hey, you see those?
This fight, people don't understand. Looking at it, you're like, oh, no Americans got wounded. My gunner, Oxman, he was taking rounds right over his head. They were cracking easily 6 inches over his head.
See where the smoke is? The gray smoke? Shoot it!
So this could have turned into, a situation where we lost American lives. The fact that we came out on top is excellent. I always think about afterwards how close we came to being a disaster.
This time, the firefight lasted about an hour. The troops think they killed 3 or 4 of the 10 or so Taliban fighters. American soldiers almost never find the enemy bodies. The Taliban take them away. Back on base, Sergeant Thompson showed me the little camera rigged to his helmet.
This has a little adapter. Slide it straight on the rail and drop your bolt in.
He records the videos so we can learn what to do better next time. Because there's always a next time in the Korengal.
I got a remote control on my helmet, and you just press the button to record.
So is it recording now?
Yes, it's recording.
So it's recording whatever you're seeing?
Yeah, whatever's on this screen is getting recorded.
Ah, and I'm on this screen. So you're looking at me right now, obviously, so you can see me and my cameraman filming us. Great. Well, it has been very interesting, very informative, and thank you very much for your service, for all that you're doing, and most importantly for getting us out of that firefight. So thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Appreciate it.
No problem.
Thanks.